Had we not communicated effectively amongst all parties involved, this would have resulted in a cancellation, which would have resulted in the nurse spending a lot of unnecessary time getting themselves compliant and just soured relationships all around. And so it just came down to communication, communication, communication.
My name is Corey Anderson. I am a recruiter here at Atlas.
My name is Mike Combs. I am a client manager here at Atlas.
My name is Amy Anderson, and I am a compliance specialist here at Atlas.
Nick and I have been working together for the past year, and it was time for him to move. He had different places he wanted to go. Due to some licensing issues, we settled on Arizona. But by the time we got there, it was going to be a fairly quick start.
The hospital, it's a newer facility that we're working with. Took a little bit longer. We were kind of working through some semantics to get everything going. And by the 26th, finally, we ended up with an offer which shortened our timeline to get compliance things done. But that's where kind of the communication piece came into this. Kind of the first step on it was for me to not only speak with Corey and make sure Nick was on board with doing a potential January 7th start, knowing that we may push to the 14th if things didn't run as planned.
So I think on the compliance side of it, the communication was key, but getting the placement on the 26th with Christmas and New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, I have to run a background that we need to get cleared on time. He needed his Arizona license, and there are a few other things, mask fit, TB, things like that that have to be cleared by January 4th in order to start on the 7th. So I think when we kind of came up on that Thursday and we were like, the background's still pending, there's counties that are still running, I just don't know if we're gonna make it, by Friday to have a January 7th start.
Communication is what saved everything. It was getting the hospital on board, really working with all parties to say, you guys really need this nurse on the 7th or the 14th at the latest. We're gonna do everything that we can.
With all of this, and from Nick's point of view, you've got a nurse who is finishing up his current assignment, so still working, packing up all of his belongings at his current place he's living. He's got to travel across a couple states and get compliance done. So a little stressful on him as well. But again, the communication was key. He was on board from the get-go, whether it was going to be the 7th or 14th. So that's really what saved it.
So just like right before we left, his background came through on the 7th. And then we got his mask fit back yesterday as well. And then he's getting his TB test read tomorrow. And that's the last piece. Oh, and his license came in yesterday as well. So yesterday was like the big day for everything. But yeah, he'll get his TB read tomorrow and then we'll be good. So then he'll be able to start on Monday, on the 14th.
Yeah, everything's cool at the hospital. And realistically, I know we kind of keep coming back to this, but it was communication that really made all this happen.
Every time something came in, I'd let these guys know. I'd send my email off to the whole team. These guys, the group at Vizient in the hospital, I'd upload it, and they're all like rooting us on, like, okay, check it off the list, check it off the list. Yeah. So yeah, communication, and it was teamwork for sure.
Yep.